We've got 16 students that have traveled from the University of Texas. Most of them are architectural engineering students. We have a few civil engineering and one aerospace engineering student. And they're all in their sophomore or junior years.
We are here in Dubai for 2 weeks, and then we leave for Barcelona for 2 weeks. And in my opinion, I thought it was the best opportunity to see two really incredible cities that are really different. Because Dubai is so new and everything is the biggest and the best. And so from an engineer's perspective, it's incredibly cool to see all these buildings that are so creative.
And in the Texas area, there aren't too many skyscrapers that I've seen in my life. I've been in New York once and they're pretty big, but all these buildings have just an incredibly unique aspect to each one of them. I found that really cool and I really wanted to see that and take advantage of that opportunity.
Most of our architectural engineering graduates, about 60% of them, end up working for structural engineering firms. And so it's really fascinating for them to see the high-rises and study the structural design behind these high-rise buildings.
I've never been outside of the United States. Really, I've never been outside of my home state of Texas. And I've always wanted to experience the various cultures found around the world. And I thought there's no place better to go than the Middle East. Education-wise, the programs have many parallels in the courses they teach in America and in the Middle East. I found most interesting just the buildings in this area. Everything is so much more detail-oriented, and they put so much more effort into every single building that they build.
We worked with some of the faculty members here. We went and witnessed some of the presentations by design studio students here. That's an example of our interaction with CUD students.
When all the students and professors were introducing themselves, it felt like everyone was from a different country. It's like everyone has a really unique personality because they're from such different places. And so I think it's really cool to be here and walk down the hall and meet someone from Nigeria and then someone from France and someone from Iraq, because I've never had the opportunity to do that before.
It is different than I expected, but in a very positive way. I found that it's an amazing culture with such welcoming people and such amazing sights everywhere, and I feel at home here, though I've only been here about a week.
I think how this will benefit me for the future is that it gives me an opportunity to see the completely different side of the world, and really opens me up to possibly working outside of the U.S.
We recognize over there in Texas that there's a growing trend for global engineering and architectural firms. And so I envision that some of these students might end up working in the Middle East or elsewhere globally. And if not working, at least working with.
There's nothing like these buildings at home. They're absolutely incredible. And so getting to actually see them in person, see how big they are, see how extravagant they are, it's really inspiring and gives me ideas for what I would want to build one day.